God says, listen closely, my beloved soul. The pause you took right now was not random, the warmth you feel is not imagination, and the quiet pull in your heart is not memory alone. This moment was gently aligned so your spirit could receive reassurance that has been waiting patiently for you. Stay here for a little while, without rushing, because what is being shared is not meant to reopen pain or pull you backward. It is meant to bring a calm understanding that love does not disappear when someone leaves this world. Love changes how it speaks. It becomes softer, subtler, and more present in the moments when you need steadiness rather than answers. Archangel Michael appears here not with drama or intensity, but with quiet protection that keeps your heart grounded. His presence does not disturb your peace, it preserves it. Protection, when it is real, feels like clarity settling in your chest and a sense of being supported without being overwhelmed. A mother's love continues beyond time in ways that are deeply personal. It lives in the values you carry, the patience you show yourself, and the strength you find when life feels heavy. You may have noticed it during ordinary moments. When a decision felt right without explanation, when comfort arrived unexpectedly, or when a calm inner voice reminded you to slow down and be gentle with yourself. These moments are not coincidence. They are expressions of a bond that adapted rather than ended. This message is not asking you to relive grief. It is inviting you to receive reassurance. If there were times you wondered whether you were doing enough, whether your choices were right, or whether you honored the past properly, understand this clearly: love never measured you by perfection. It trusted your heart and believed in your ability to grow at your own pace. The care you received was never conditional, and it still isn't. You may notice that memories feel different now than they once did. Less sharp, less overwhelming, more tender. That shift matters. It means your heart has learned how to hold remembrance without pain. Healing does not erase connection. Healing allows connection to exist without hurting you. That is strength forming quietly inside you. There is also permission in this message, permission to live fully without guilt. You are allowed to laugh, to plan, to hope, and to build a future that excites you. Love does not hold you in place. It walks beside you as you move forward. Growth does not dishonor what was shared, it carries it forward in a healthier way. If there were words left unsaid or moments you wish had been different, know that love listens beyond language. It recognizes intention more than outcomes. It understands effort more than perfection. It does not keep a list of mistakes. It rests in what was real and meaningful. As you continue reading, notice the calm that may be settling in your body. That calm is meaningful. Calm is how reassurance speaks when it respects you. Nothing here is demanding your attention. Nothing is rushing you. What matters is the sense of steadiness returning, the reminder that you are still supported in quiet, respectful ways. Let this message stay with you. You do not need to analyze it or explain it. Carry it as a gentle reminder that you are not alone, that love remains present in the strength you carry, and that guidance continues to surround you as you keep moving forward, peacefully, confidently, and with your heart intact. As you remain with this message, allow your breathing to slow and your thoughts to soften, because what unfolds now is meant to deepen reassurance rather than stir emotion. Love that continues beyond time does not press itself loudly into your awareness. It arrives gently, in ways that respect your strength and your present life, offering support without pulling you backward. This is not about reliving the past. It is about understanding how love continues to walk beside you now. Archangel Michael appears again here as a symbol of steady protection and calm clarity, not as something dramatic or overwhelming. His presence is like a quiet guardian of your inner space, helping your heart stay balanced while memory and meaning settle together. Protection, when it is real, feels like steadiness rather than urgency, like a quiet confidence that you are supported without being watched or judged. A mother's care often shows itself in the most ordinary moments. You might notice it when you find patience where you expected frustration, when you choose kindness for yourself instead of harshness, or when you feel guided to rest instead of push. These are not accidents. They are the ways love adapts to your life now, meeting you in moments where reassurance matters more than signs. This message also speaks to the times you felt unsure of yourself. Times when you questioned whether you were strong enough, wise enough, or ready enough for what life asked of you. Those doubts never changed the love that surrounded you. Love never required you to have everything figured out. It trusted your ability to learn, to adjust, and to grow. That trust remains part of you, even when you forget it. You may notice that when you think of her now, the feeling is calmer than it once was. Less heavy. More peaceful. That calm does not mean distance. It means integration. Integration is when memory becomes part of your strength instead of a source of pain. It means you can carry love forward without carrying sorrow with it. There is also a gentle encouragement here to be kind to yourself as you move through life. Kindness toward yourself is not indulgence. It is wisdom. It honors the care you were given by continuing it inward. When you choose rest over exhaustion, honesty over pretense, and peace over unnecessary struggle, you are honoring that care in a living, breathing way. As this message continues to settle, you might feel a sense of permission to live more openly. Permission to enjoy moments without guilt. Permission to dream without fear that you are leaving something behind. Love does not compete with your future. It supports it. It wants you to feel alive, engaged, and hopeful. Stay with this gentle awareness. Nothing here is asking you to change anything immediately or to make sense of everything at once. What matters is the quiet reassurance taking shape inside you, reminding you that you are still accompanied, still supported, and still guided in ways that respect your independence and your strength. Let this understanding remain with you as you continue forward. It does not need words to stay real. It lives in how steady you feel, how clearly you choose, and how gently you treat yourself in the days ahead. As this message continues, let it unfold slowly within you, because what is being shared now is not a reminder of loss but a recognition of growth. There comes a moment when the heart realizes it has changed, not by forgetting, not by hardening, but by learning how to hold love in a quieter, steadier way. That realization brings a gentle strength that feels different from the strength you once needed just to survive. Archangel Michael is present here as a symbol of calm guardianship, helping your inner world stay balanced as deeper understanding settles in. This presence does not interrupt your life or demand attention. It supports you in the background, the way true protection always does, unseen, steady, and respectful of your independence. You may be noticing now that your reactions to life feel different. Situations that once overwhelmed you no longer have the same power. Emotions still arrive, but they move through you instead of staying lodged inside. This shift is important. It means your heart has learned how to process experience without being weighed down by it. That ability did not come easily. It was built quietly through everything you have already endured and learned. A mother's influence often continues as wisdom rather than instruction. It shows up as discernment, as an inner sense of timing, as the ability to pause before reacting. You might recognize it when you choose patience instead of pressure, when you speak gently to yourself instead of critically, or when you trust your instincts even if you cannot fully explain them. These moments are expressions of guidance that has become part of who you are. This message also acknowledges the space you have created for yourself. Space to breathe, to think clearly, and to make choices that feel aligned rather than forced. Creating this space did not mean letting go of love. It meant letting go of unnecessary weight. When weight lifts, clarity has room to grow. And clarity changes how you see both the past and the future. You might find yourself remembering moments with warmth rather than ache. That warmth is not distance. It is closeness without pain. It means love has integrated into your life in a way that supports you rather than pulls you backward. Integration allows memory to become a source of grounding rather than heaviness. There is also encouragement here to trust the pace of your own life. You do not need to rush your healing, your decisions, or your next steps. Growth that lasts moves steadily, not quickly. When you allow yourself to move at a pace that feels right, you honor both where you came from and where you are going. As you stay with this message, notice how it does not ask you to do anything extraordinary. It asks you only to remain present and gentle with yourself. Gentleness is not weakness. It is the refined form of strength that knows when to slow down, when to listen, and when to let things unfold naturally. Carry this understanding with you as a quiet companion. It does not need to be revisited constantly to remain true. It will show itself in your calm decisions, your balanced emotions, and the steady confidence with which you move forward. Love continues. Not as something you must search for, but as something that lives within you, shaping how you grow, choose, and live each day. As this message comes to a gentle completion, let everything you have felt so far settle naturally, without trying to hold on to it or analyze it. What has been unfolding through these words is not a request to look back, but an invitation to recognize how far you have already come. Love that continues beyond time does not ask you to pause your life. It quietly strengthens you as you keep moving forward. Archangel Michael appears here as a calm guardian of closure and peace, not to signal an ending, but to affirm integration. Integration is when memory no longer pulls at you but supports you. It is when love becomes part of your steadiness rather than a source of ache. This is not forgetting. This is transformation, love finding a place that nourishes instead of hurts. You may now feel a quiet confidence that was not present before. A confidence that does not need reassurance, explanation, or validation. It is the kind of confidence that knows when to pause, when to proceed, and when to trust itself. This confidence did not arrive suddenly. It was built patiently through reflection, kindness toward yourself, and the courage to keep living fully even when emotions felt complex. A mother's message, when felt at this stage, is not about instruction. It is about affirmation. It affirms that you are doing better than you think. That the choices you have made, even the imperfect ones, were guided by sincerity and effort. That you did not fail by continuing your life. You honored love by carrying it forward in how you treat yourself and others. You may also sense a release of quiet guilt, guilt for moments of happiness, guilt for growth, guilt for change. Let that guilt soften now. Love does not compete with your joy. It celebrates it. Love does not require you to stay the same. It wants you to become more alive, more present, and more at peace with yourself. Notice how calm feels different now. Not empty, not distant, but full and steady. This calm is not the absence of emotion. It is emotional balance. It allows you to remember with warmth, to plan with hope, and to live without constantly looking over your shoulder at the past. That balance is a gift you earn through patience and self-respect. As you move forward from this message, trust that connection does not depend on signs or reminders. It lives in the values you carry, the gentleness you practice, and the strength you show when life asks you to choose wisely. You do not need to search for reassurance. You already carry it. Let this final part stay with you as a quiet understanding. You are supported, you are allowed to grow, and you are not alone as you continue. Nothing here is ending. Something has settled. And when things settle, they make room for peace. If this message touched your heart, write Amen in the comments and let that be your quiet acknowledgement. Please like, subscribe, and share this message with someone who may need the same gentle reassurance today.